So today we're going to be talking about Waves glasses. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's fine. I didn't know until I came across this tweet, but there is a lot to be discussed here. I took a couple screenshots from the website, so we'll go into what Waves glasses are and what the issue is, because this one tweet went relatively viral. It came on my timeline and it kind of reminded me of Meta. Meta had done glasses similar to Waves glasses, the ones that have a camera in them so you can just film as if, it's everything's being seen through your eyes, your perspective, which sounds like a great idea until you think about it for like 2 seconds, and then you come up with a myriad of problems of why this could go wrong and why effectively it will go wrong because humans will be humans, and really, I don't think we can be trusted. I went on the Waves website, and what I found there wasn't groundbreaking in any way. Some of it was a little bit suspicious. For example, here on their homepage, it says reserve now for $100. You can reserve your pair of glasses. But then it also says full price $300 to $500 to be determined, fully refundable. I don't know about you guys, but reserving your place for $100 and then not even knowing what the full price is kind of wild to me, because that's potentially $100 you're going to throw out the window. Also, I'm assuming that this is working somewhat as a Kickstarter in the sense of like they need you to reserve in order to have the funding to produce. And a lot of the times we know that this falls flat. This happened to me, I think, about a decade ago, back when drones weren't like they were now. There was a type of drone that you could get a camera to follow you. So basically, you'd see videos of people snowboarding and the drone would be following them. Back then, this was revolutionary. It hadn't really been done. And you could sign up to be the first notified. No spending was included, thank God. And even that flopped. So thank God I didn't spend in it. This seems very similar to that. So the fact that even the full price still has to be determined, we're going to get into the ethics of the concept, but the company itself, let's just leave it. Anyway, they make glasses that have cameras in them. Now, when you think of glasses with cameras in them, you might think of the Meta ones that are basically just what look like seeing glasses, right? Well, this company also makes what looks like sunglasses or darker lensed glasses, which in and of itself, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm walking around, if I see someone wearing sunglasses, I'm not going to think, those look like glasses that have a camera in them. For that matter, I'm not really walking around thinking anyone has a camera in their glasses because of privacy reasons and, just thinking that it's not a good idea who would produce that. It seems like there are too many legal security ramifications. Waves made those glasses, and hence why we're here. So what happened? I found the tweet of this woman who had been filmed without her consent. And just listen to this tweet. This is why these glasses or any version should not exist. I vividly remember this interaction. I had no idea I was being filmed. This was to be sent to me tonight after I was recognized. This is disturbing, makes me sick physically. This is violating and wrong. Fuck you. This person did not know that they were being filmed when they were approached by what I think is a very creepy interaction, to be honest. This is the interaction.
Excuse me, señorita. You are so wow.
Oh,
You are so beautiful.
thank you.
Me and you, a coffee.
Oh no.
What you say?
I just went through a breakup.
Oh,
I'm not looking to date.
it's okay. It's okay. Me amigos, the friends.
Alright.
No, okay. Your number.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
So upon viewing this, I think we can all immediately think of situations where this is going to go wrong. The first situation I thought of, honestly, aside from men being creepy and like recording women on the street or potentially following someone home and recording them, recording just anyone that you're viewing in a kind of creepy manner. The other thing I was thinking of, however, is pedophiles. The reason why I thought of this is because there's stealth being mentioned. Now, this woman who tweeted with the video, that was a quote tweet of this tweet that says, introducing Waves, camera glasses for creators, record in stealth, live stream all day, pre-order now. The stealth part is what's concerning, because if you're recording in stealth and you're amidst like 5 friends, everybody knows, that's one thing. It's not really stealth anymore, but it's one thing if they're informed. They might forget, but they're informed. It's another thing to record in stealth with people who don't want to be filmed, don't know you, don't consent to that, and don't even know what the purposes of your recording is. Because again, with a lot of people, I think consequences are what stop them from doing fucked up shit, not morality, right? So if we have, I don't know, a creepy guy who's filming girls, potentially underage girls, potentially a pedophile going by schools. If you're holding up a phone like this or a camera like this, the consequences, if you're spotted, which is likely, are going to be relatively immediate. However, just wearing glasses and observing and filming all of that to me is terrifying, and just I don't even know how to voice everything that's wrong with that because it just seems so obvious. You probably shouldn't be filming people doing their everyday things without notifying them and putting it God knows where, right? Especially content regarding children. There's a lot of creepy fetish shit that isn't directly child pornography, but that still is a type of voyeur content that is not consumed with virtuous purposes, let's put it that way. So all of this is concerning. Now, funnily enough, under the tweet that introduces waves, there's reader context added on the tweet, and it says recording other people and on private property without knowledge or consent is illegal in many countries around the world, including the US. Stealth recording people is also a crime in much of the world. So I wanted to look into what this stealth recording means because I was wondering, is it stealth recording because your glasses just look like glasses, or can you choose a stealth mode? So I went into the Q&A section of the Waves website to see what was what, and it says, is there an external LED indicator? So this would be the indicator that lets people know that you are in fact filming them, which kind of gets in the way of stealth mode. No, because the whole point of stealth is for people to not know so you can completely be a normal person and just film the public, I guess. And the answer to that was Waves will have an external indicator, but the user will be able to control whether or not it's in use. So basically, the external indicator means fuck all, because if I can turn off the indicator and if you don't know that I'm filming, what's the point of the indicator? Like, if I had any type of ill intent, I could get away with that. And if you look at the glasses, there's no real big way to notice that those are the glasses, that those have a camera. In comparison to Meta, I'm not saying that Meta was super out there and there was a massive sign saying, hey, I'm filming, hey, there's a camera. But the way it was marketed and the way that it was kind of a breakthrough at the time, you knew what they looked like. I think they were in association with Ray-Ban as well, so you knew what kind of glasses they were, blah, blah, blah. Again, this is far more stealth because this also comes with sunglasses, which honestly, when I think of someone filming me with their glasses, I never think of sunglasses. So there are a lot of elements here that make it questionable to say the very least. On top of this, I looked at the website a little more to see if there was anything else that I thought was important to be noted. So on the website, it shows you custom aspect ratios, extra batteries included, live stream to any platform. So just what you can do with these glasses, right? Well, at the top, it also says made for the oversharers just like you. And this is also where I really started to wonder what the intention of this company is, because between making this little joke, I guess, haha, about oversharing, you have that, and then you have the fact that you can go in stealth mode. It's like, okay, but oversharing your own life is something you can do. You can put up a camera like I am here, and you can overshare about your own life, and that's one thing. Oversharing about other people's life is a stupid way of basically saying invading people's privacy and breaking privacy laws. That's all that is. So to me, it's even crazy that on the website they put that in conjunction with what I showed you in the Q&A section about the LED light indicator that can be turned off. So I'm alarmed, I'm concerned. I also really feel like this is going to go massively awry. And the other thing that this makes me think of in terms of live streaming, you know, those street live streamers, a lot of whom actually got into legal trouble for pulling shit on the street, but they just have a selfie stick at the time, or someone else would be following them, filming them. This to me seems like another version of monetizing crazy fucking behavior in public. Now, granted, there is a possibility that, I don't know, aspiring musicians wear this and they show themselves performing on the street and it's wholesome and whatever. Sure. On the other hand, I really do think this is going to let out some of the most unhinged people in society, whether we're talking about really, really grim, like pedos, like people who are selling content, you know, observing women in the street or doing this creepy shit of asking out women in an insistent type of way. And then there are going to be creatives that are doing it in a fun way, friends that are doing it in a fun, consensual way. But realistically, I think there are a lot of pitfalls here. And realistically, I think that a lot of people aren't really going to care about any of the privacy laws or what you're supposed to do in any given country with things like this. I mean, I've seen it already just with drones that people don't give a fuck about the laws. And those are things flying in the sky being noisy. Imagine something like this, something quiet, something you can hide, something that people don't know about. And in fact, this woman who posted the tweet and the video, she's one of the first victims of this shit. Like, imagine you're in a store and all of a sudden a video of you has gone viral just like that without your consent and you find out from someone else. It sounds silly and you might be like, oh, it's not a big deal. But realistically, I think it's going to turn things very strange. Like, you won't even be able to go out without some type of performance or feeling like you're being filmed or feeling like, and obviously that's way down the line, but I'm just saying these are the first steps in just a privacy breach that I think we won't be able to come back from. And I already feel like people are way too comfortable filming strangers. I see reels suggested to me online all the time of people just filming strangers doing shit or filming people even on the street having some kind of reaction to drugs. I don't know if you've seen that. There are plenty of videos that are already invading privacy, and that's people holding up their phones. Imagine these same people with this. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't have to all end badly, but the thing is, I think the majority of it will, because I don't really think people have the self-control to have technology like this and not take advantage of it in a negative way. Anyway, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. I actually ended up looking for articles related to this and not much has been posted yet. I don't know if it's because they're relatively new. I'd never heard of them before. I don't know when they were founded, established, when they put their product on the market. There's not all that much information about that. But as of right now, this is incredibly concerning, especially once these will hit the market. And if they're cheap enough, if they're on the lower end of their 300 to 500 to be determined price, I'm concerned. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always. I'll catch you guys next time.